Welcome, pixel nostalgics and victims of backlit screens that cook your retinas. Today we immerse ourselves in the world of the Atari Lynx, where every game is an experience. Not always positive, but certainly memorable, ready to laugh or cry a let's go. Blue Lightning, or Top Gun if Maverick had a hangover. You're at the controls of a supersonic jet, and the game promises epic dogfights. The graphics are impressive for the Lynx, but the controls seem designed for a pilot with his hands tied behind your back. Oh, and the difficulty, like playing darts during an earthquake. But be prepared to crash a lot. Surf, skate, and frisbee on the Lynx. California Games is the equivalent of a low-cost holiday in California. On paper it seems cool. But then you discover that the ocean is a blue pixel, and the frisbee always ends up off the screen. The controls are more stubborn than a mule, and some modes are ridiculously short. But come on, it's fun in its me nature. Surf in style it, or at least try.
A mind-bending Lynx puzzle game. Chip's challenge is brilliant, with intricate levels, deadly traps, and a sense of satisfaction that only a nerd can understand. The problem? The controls are a little clunky, and at times it feels like of moving a refrigerator across a minefield is a classicing. It frustrates you, intrigues you, and leaves you with a crooked smile. Cyberpunk. Safe. Playable? Really. Electrocop puts you in the shoes of a robot cop navigating endless corridors to save a damsel in distress. The graphics are ambitious, but the controls are so tight it feels like you're piloting a refrigerator on wheels. If you love mazes and monotony, this game is for you. Move on.
An epic space shooter, with aliens that look like they came out of a second-class wax museum. Zendikon is fun and full of levels, but the problem is that sometimes it feels like you're fighting a swarm of killer pixels. And those sounds, they look like a broken xylophone, is one of the best on the Lynx, so turn a blind eye. Take the arcade classic, scale it down to handheld, and add a dash of desperation. Gauntlet on the Lynx keeps the chaos, but with fewer enemies and more frustration. The graphics are decent, but good luck picking out your character in the midst of the chaos. If you like to suffer, this is the perfect game.
Tetris. No better. Klax is the geometric nightmare you didn't know you wanted. Capture colored blocks and align them before the screen fills. Beat pixels. The gameplay is hypnotic and frustrating in equal measure. With a soundtrack that sounds like a synthesizer gone mad, it's a puzzle that keeps you hooked, but also makes you want to throw the Lynx out the window. MS Pack. Man on the Lynx is like a frozen pizza. It has everything you need, but it lacks a little flavor. The mazes are faithful to the original, the controls are oak, but the speed is, let's say, reflexive. It's cute, but in the long run it gets repetitive. But come on, it's still Pac-Man, and that matters.
Deliver newspapers and destroy neighborhoods, all with the precision of a flamethrower. Paperboy on the Lynx has surprisingly good graphics, but the gameplay will make you hate bikes and newspapers forever. Slippery controls and unpredictable obstacles make it more frustrating than fun, but at least you can knock out windows, and that's therapeutic. A classic: destroy buildings, eat people, repeat. Rampage is fun for a few minutes, but on the Lynx it's like eating a sandwich without seasoning. Something is missing. The graphics are good, but the controls are slow and the chaos isn't exactly epic. If you love giant monsters, give it a chance. Short.
A lethal race with a soundtrack that sounds like a 90s modem. Road Blasters is fast and frenetic, but the controls are so sensitive that it feels like driving a bar of soap on ice. But come on, shootouts and chases in an apocalyptic future. What can anything go wrong? Oh yeah, everything. First-person space tennis. Robo Squash is unique but also boring. The gameplay is repetitive and the controls are so slow it makes you want to play Pong with a stone. Nice for 5 minutes, but then you'll be looking for something else to do. Like watch the paint dry.
Rigar on the Lynx is a mix of action and platforming with that 80s charm that makes you say, okay, I'll try. The graphics are good, but the controls are wooden and the difficulty level varies between easy and impossible without warning. Interesting experience. Explore a world of slime and try not to go crazy. Todd's Adventure is original with detailed graphics and levels, but be careful. The difficulty is unforgiving and the controls seem designed for a three-handed octopus. Fun, but only for masochists.
An FPS on Lynx. Well, almost. Xenophobe makes you fight alien in a spaceship with decent graphics and a little woody gameplay. It is a game that entertains you, until you realize that you are always doing the same what. A vertical shooter with crazy weapons and a lot of action, Zarler Mercenary is brilliant, with colored graphics and solid gameplay. The levels are demanding, but the commands respond well, and there is a sense of progression. One of the best of Lynx, even if it will make you scream against the screen several times. And here we are at the end of this feast of pixels and nostalgia. What is your favorite? Or, what is what made you lose more neurons? Let me know in the comments and remember, keep playing. Or suffering. Gamers!